In honor of all the Ukrainian servicemen and women defending their country, we have spent months painstakingly ranking the top 200 most significant Russians eliminated in the first 2 years of their illegal, full-scale invasion of Ukraine. In this series, we'll take you through each of them, so follow or subscribe now to get alerts each time we post a new batch. Now, without further ado, let's get started.
The first entry on our list, coming in at number 200, is Lieutenant Colonel Roman Arsenovich Petrasov. In the early stages of the war in the Donbas, Roman volunteered to join the DPR militia and served under the call sign Fish. By 2022, Fish had become a battalion commander in the 5th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade. He was severely injured during the siege of Mariupol and expired 16 days later. His 8 years of combat experience in Ukraine were just enough to qualify him for the top 200.
Number 199 is Lieutenant Colonel Dmitry Viktorovich Golosenko. Killed on the second day of Russia's full-scale invasion, Dmitry met his end somewhere in the Sumy Oblast as a part of the 1st Motor Rifle Regiment. Born in Belarus, he served as the deputy commander of logistics for his regiment. The elimination of a logistics commander so early in the invasion is what secured Dmitry his place on the list.
Number 198 is Lieutenant Colonel Dmitry Pavlovich Kochetkov. Dmitry was one of the first of around a half-dozen battalion commanders of the 42nd Guards Motor Rifle Division to perish. He sports an impressive array of medals, indicating significant combat experience. This, along with his command of a battalion in the prestigious 42nd Guards Motor Rifle Division, snagged him a spot in the top 200, if only just.
Number 197 is Major Alexander Alexandrovich Shvetsov. An artillery officer heavily decorated for his service in Syria, Alexander commanded an artillery battalion of the 275th Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment. But like several other senior officers in the 4th Guards Tank Division, his life was snuffed out somewhere in Ukraine. Senior artillery officers are irreplaceable in the short term, giving him his spot on the list.
Number 196 is Major Insur Valovich Kinyakayev. One of the most notable casualties of the battles at Hostomel Airport, Insur was a relatively young deputy battalion commander of the 31st Guards Airborne Assault Brigade. It is unknown whether he helped commit any of the numerous war crimes his brigade has been accused of, but either way, he is no longer capable of doing so.
That concludes the first batch of the most important Russians killed in the first 2 years of this war. In the next video, we'll tell you about a Spetsnaz officer whose wife seems pretty happy he's dead.